We want to get right to that growing situation in L.A. Even though winds were calmer yesterday, firefighters had just hours of relief because overnight, those Santa Ana winds picked up yet again, raising concerns that the wildfires could grow and more homes could be threatened.
Let's talk about where we stand this morning. The death toll right now rising to 16, with 13 people still missing, although it's unclear whether those are all fire related. Over 150,000 people are under evacuation orders. Over 71,000 customers are dealing with power outages.
And more than 12,000 structures have been damaged or destroyed, and new evacuation orders were issued overnight. At least 8 states and 2 countries, Canada and now Mexico, pitching in to help fight the fires. We have team coverage this morning, beginning with Matt Rivers in Pacific Palisades for us. Matt, good morning.
Hey, good morning. With yesterday, very tense scenes in a Brentwood neighborhood where we saw flames coming right up close to some properties there. But firefighters were able to fight those flames yesterday, thanks in part to a lull in the winds. The winds have gone down a little bit. That's a good thing. I think there's an uneasy calm right now in Los Angeles as we are expecting those winds to pick back up this week. This morning, a fierce battle against fire underway across Los Angeles as those powerful Santa Ana winds make an unwelcome return. The Palisades fire, scorching through more than 23,000 acres and counting, only 11% contained, now threatening popular neighborhoods like Brentwood and Encino, triggering new evacuations in both places.
It's very difficult, but we're alive. We're alive.
First responders working tirelessly around the clock. Aircraft diving over and over, dropping water and retardant in an effort to stop the flames from spreading.
But, we were sitting here, they probably did 50 drops between this whole line here.
And on the ground, we followed firefighters in Brentwood as they held the line against the onslaught of flames. So you can see with these wind gusts, those flames trying to force their way up from the bottom of the canyon, and as they do so, they're getting closer and closer to this house here. This is somebody's patio that we're on, and you can see the firefighters doing their best to make sure the flames don't get this high. Without these firefighters here right now, the house here, other houses in this neighborhood, almost certainly gone. With dwindling resources, the firefighters using water from the pool of the very same home they were fighting to save to bolster their own water supply. A flare-up early Saturday, even spawning this stunning fire-nado, spreading the flames. New satellite images showing the Palisades fire burning south of the Encino Reservoir. Massive plumes of smoke blanketing the skies. Palisades just one of several fires still burning around Los Angeles. The Eaton fire scorching through more than 14,000 acres and only 15% contained. Malcolm Stewart did his best to save lives the night that fire broke out near his home in Altadena, racing around without water, still trying to put out the flames.
I wasn't even thinking about it. I was just thinking about trying to save my neighborhood. I grew up here.
And he managed to save several homes, but for so many others, he could only watch.
I'm devastated. I wish I would have had water, and saved all these houses.
The death toll from all the fires now rising to 16, though officials warn the full scope of the loss of life is still unclear. Governor Gavin Newsom now doubling the amount of National Guard deployed in Los Angeles. Firefighters even flying in from Mexico to join the fight, the governor greeting them at the airport. And local authorities vowing to find out what exactly caused these devastating fires, announcing a task force led by the ATF.
This task force is made up of local, state, and federal partners designed to investigate the cause of these fires and to see if there's any connection between them.
Volunteers descending on this parking lot in Arcadia, hundreds of people donating supplies like clothes and food to evacuees, coming together to help their community however they can. And so while things are relatively calm for the moment, we know that might not last. These red flag warnings in place until at least Wednesday of this week. The winds expected to pick back up, and when that happens, the threat of fire, of course, also rises. Gio?
Unbelievable to see those flames so close to the house. Matt, thank you so much.